So, good morning, everyone. My name is Rob Medrano. I'm the Director of International Admission at Pace University in New York. Thank you so much for participating in this event, and I'm very happy to discuss opportunities at Pace for postgraduate experience. So, one of the things that we like to speak about at Pace University is a number of things. In terms of return on investment, we rank in the top 12% according to payscale.com. 93% of our graduate students are employed and continuing their education. We do offer over 75 master and PhD programs. But more importantly, at the end of the day, we do understand international students. So we have over 2,500 international students from over 120 countries. So we understand the challenges that international students face, and at the same time, we know how to accommodate the international student. So first and foremost, one of the schools that is the oldest school in postgraduate and Pace University is the Lubin School of Business. 12% of U.S. colleges that provide best return on investment, that's Pace University. And as I mentioned before, it's 94% graduates are employed in their education. So within postgraduate studies in the Lubin School of Business, we do have STEM designated programs, which do allow you to work longer on OPT. Programs within cross accounting, finance, and big data analytics. We are registered with CFA Institute and GARP, and as well as one of the first U.S. schools with the exemption of the ACA accounting certification. Our computer science school, which is Seidenberg Computer Science, has been founded since 1983 and is one of the longest tenured schools as well at Pace University. So the average starting salary for our students is $73,000 that graduate in our master's level program. Even higher rate of employment is 96% students that are employed after the master's level. So, students, when they enter the computer science program, the internships in OPT are in Silicon Alley, which is not too far away from our New York City campus. We have groundbreaking programs, especially within cybersecurity, mobile forensics, artificial intelligence, and more importantly, in terms of like hands-on experience, we also have a mobile lab and a design factory on campus. So in terms of endowment, we have over 1.6 million that's been issued in merit scholarships. And again, in terms of the technology, it goes hand in hand. Because we're so ahead of the game in terms of technology, this is one of the reasons where we have the ability to award such high merit aid for our postgraduate students. Arts and Science, we call it's the Dyson College of Arts and Science. And, for us, we have over 20 masters in PhD programs. 91% of our master's level students are employed. And within the sector of arts and science, I think for many of our international students, they have an interest in our biochem program and our molecular biology, along with forensic science. We do offer also for any students that have an interest in terms of like mental health, we do offer a PhD in mental health and public administration. And then we also have master's level programs in acting. So inside the Actor Studio, which is one of the longest tenured acting programs in the US. 23% growth projected for mental health. As I mentioned before, it's more and more, especially during our trying times nowadays. There are many individuals that do need some type of counseling, and Pace University is prepared to be able to teach that and counsel students that are in the program to be able to counsel future individuals. Average starting salary, within students that are graduating in our arts and science programs, master's and PhD programs, is about close to $80,000. That's based on the New York City Area Bureau of Labor Statistics. And then lastly, we have our health professions program. So it's a College of Health Professions. And this one is actually a very fast growing program. I mean, if many individuals know nowadays, especially with the recent going on, medical health, medical professions is a very large growing industry. Students graduating from that are making over $100,000, and employment rate is about 96% of our students are graduating. So we have a number of different programs. One of them is an accelerated bachelor's program. For some individuals that may not have a bachelor nursing background, we do offer the opportunities to be able to go into an accelerated program. We have PA, physician assistant studies, nutrition and dietetics, as well as clinical placements. on campus. We also have acting labs at our Pleasantville campus that it looks like and feel like an actual hospital setting. And in terms of rankings, I mean, we're number 3 in physician assistant, number 3 in terms of best job, and 18% growth. That's what we're projecting right now in healthcare through 2026. And I could probably foresee that even being higher. So many of our students are always asking in terms of what's the return on investment when they're putting in a time, a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, or so forth for postgraduate studies. So along those lines, we do offer a career services office that will help students along the lines. As you can see, 7,000 students participate in the internships that we offer. The biggest thing is also the alumni base, that many students have the opportunity to actually network with individuals that have graduated in our programs. We have offered over 25,000 jobs and internships in the career services office that they've been able to help students throughout their time. And again, when students are meeting with the career services office, they're getting a one-on-one individualized attention. So with career services, they're meeting with students, discussing their CV, ensuring that their CV is accurate, making sure that words are not repetitive, making sure that any skills that you've had in prior work is listed on that. So that way, when they're setting up interviews for you, it's going to be enticing. And at the same time, once you do have that interview, they'll also perform mock interviews with you, ask you questions, make sure that you understand what the company is about, who the CFO is, who's the CEO, any sales or anything like that. So that way you have the most information accurate. So that way when you are interviewing, you'll have a very good opportunity to land that position. So, with postgraduate studies, we do offer opportunities within that. We do offer merit scholarships. It's based on your academic achievement. The average is usually a little over $7,000 per academic year. We do offer assistantships as well. Those are usually for highly qualified students. That's listed on our website that where you submit an application for. Assistantships do cover anywhere between 0.5% to 1% of the tuition costs. So those are all located on our website, which you can go on pace.edu. And then with our locations, we do offer 3 in the New York City area, which is the downtown Manhattan campus, which is One Pace Plaza, which is right next to the Brooklyn Bridge, 5 minutes away from Wall Street and Silicon Alley. We do have a location in Westchester County, which is in Pleasantville, which is more the traditional campus setting. It's not an urban campus, it's suburban, but it's only about 40 minutes away from the New York City campus. And then we also have a Midtown campus, which is usually just for our students that are interested in MS in publishing. And again, for students, one of the big concerns is always about safety. We're located right across City Hall, which is where the mayor of New York City is located. So there's obviously a large security presence. We're also adjacent to One Police Plaza, which is the headquarters for the police department. On campus, we do have professional security. And if there are any inquiries or anything like that, there's usually a text or email or a phone call that's sent out to our students. And again, there's a checklist right there. It involves application, official transcripts, recommendation, English proficiency. Some programs do require the GMAT or GRE, but those are always changing in terms of GMAT waivers, as well as your CV. And then our international presence in terms of email. You can always email us at intlgradadmission@pace.edu. And again, for every student, I always like to say that they are welcome on campus. You are welcome here. Because our university is a very diverse campus with over 2,500 international students, we do understand the needs of our international students. And again, being in New York City, it's a melting pot, and we welcome every student from all cultures, and we respect all traditions.